Are you praying to the God of expected productivity or the God of paternal love? When God asks something of us, we can sometimes feel like He's saying, "Here's what I want you to do. Now run along and do it and come back and tell me when you're done, and I'll judge whether you've done it well enough or not." Certainly God is demanding, but He also knows that we can't do anything good without Him. Jesus Himself told us, "Apart from me, you can do nothing." In fact, anything God asks of us is a gift God wants to give us. When my daughter was 4 years old, I took her to PetSmart to look at the fish, and we'd done that many times, but today was different. She said, "Daddy, please can I get a fish?" She really wanted a betta fish. And I said I'd think about it, but I said, if we bring a fish home, it's going to be your responsibility to take care of the fish. You'll have to feed the fish twice a day, and it'll be your job to keep the tank clean. And she said, "Okay, Daddy, yeah, I'll do that." So we brought a fish home. Now, taking care of the fish was beyond her ability at that time. It required supplies that she didn't have the money for. It required keeping track of when the tank needed to be cleaned. And cleaning the tank involved a series of steps, only about a quarter of which she could do on her own. So I bought the supplies, and I reminded her when it was time to clean the tank. And I did it with her, coaching her through the steps that she could do on her own, and doing for her the things she wasn't ready to do yet. In other words, I gave her the gift of being able to do what I expected of her. There's a wonderfully consoling passage in the Catechism that I really love. It's paragraph 301. With creation, God does not abandon His creatures to themselves. He not only gives them being and existence, but also, and at every moment, upholds and sustains them in being, enables them to act, and brings them to their final end. Recognizing this utter dependence with respect to the Creator is a source of wisdom and freedom, of joy and confidence. I think we're all a little bit more like 4-year-olds in relation to God than we like to think sometimes. Certainly He asks a lot of us, but we never have to worry that He's going to expect more than we can do. He'll always help us. So whether we're trying to leave a particular sin behind, or discern our vocation, whether we're trying to heal a relationship, or just searching for God, trying to find His presence and His will in our lives, we can always trust that, like a good and loving Father, He will give us the gift of being able to do what's pleasing to Him.